Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and we just came off one of the strongest weeks in the stock market in over a year, in over 52 weeks. Okay, so this coming week, this next week, Monday through Friday, is going to be extremely important for the stock market, and the direction that it's going to take place is going to be important for the stock market as well. If we see another strong week ahead, that can signal that great things are to come. So make sure you stay throughout this entire video because we're going to be going over a few different stocks to watch this week, like Facebook, Nvidia, and much more. Subscribe, take a second out, like this video if you appreciate the content, and let's dive right into this video today. So Facebook's the first stock that we're going to be talking about today with $52 million in volume. I've been talking about the stock for a while. The last 15 weeks, it's up 16%. Okay, under $200 I think is a sweet spot to be buying Facebook. I think there's a probability that we can see Facebook under $200 again. Unless it's just up only from here. I think that $300 per share in the next 6 to 12 months is inevitable for Facebook. This is one of the only mega cap tech stocks that's still at a 52-week low and far below a 52-week low. You know, if we actually go back to like 2018, Facebook was the same price last week as it was almost 4 years ago, and Facebook's growing considerably every year since then on top line, bottom line, which is net income and total revenue, and daily users are growing. And they also have WhatsApp growing tremendously since 2018. It's acquired billions and billions of users in the last 4 years. And Facebook is up to like 2 billion daily active users. No other social media platform is touching Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp right now, and they fell around 50% or more from all-time highs. If you guys remember, back in August, September, late last year, we saw Facebook going to around 400, almost at $400 per share. Now it's almost been cut in half, especially when it was closer to $180 per share. That's why I think $200 per share is a great long-term entry for something like Facebook, in my opinion. Moving over to the next social media company that we're going to be talking about in this video is going to be Twitter. Okay, so Twitter's up 15% in the past week as well, and they're not as mega cap some of the other big thing companies like Google, Netflix. They only have a $30 billion market cap. $30 billion is still a huge market cap, but they're one of the only other huge social media stocks to be all the way back to 2018 prices, $37 per share. And, just last week they were closer to $30 per share. So I think closer to $35 per share, under $40 per share is a steal for Twitter, especially for long term. And the reason I kind of think that as well is because if you use Twitter and you use Instagram and Facebook, you can kind of see the trend of what's going on. Facebook used to be the hot thing back in the day, and then people are moving off Facebook and going to Instagram, right? So Instagram's kind of like the hot thing right now. And if you can notice, you can kind of see Twitter starting to take some people from Instagram. Twitter is becoming this huge new, it's always been a huge thing, don't get me wrong, but Twitter is becoming huge in the NFT, stock market, educational kind of space, and it's also gaining more audience and daily active users as well. So introduced Twitter Blue and some other services that are going to let their top line and their bottom line grow, but more importantly, the bottom line, which is going to be net income. They need that net income to grow. They need that net profit to grow, and they're moving and taking steps in the right direction with the NFT space. So this is a great one to be a part of, I think. And remember, the stock market is forward thinking. So it's not about what Twitter is doing like right now or yesterday or tomorrow. You really want to be forward thinking and think is Twitter going to be making some big moves in the next 12 to 24 months? Are people going to start moving to Twitter in the next 12 to 24 months? And I kind of foresee that happening. That's why I'm loading up on Twitter. You can see I have $830 worth. I'm going to be loading up more under $40 per share, which you can see is my average cost. I want to double to triple my position also, by the way. Nvidia is the next one I want to talk about. Everyone knows them and everyone loves them. They've had a huge rally in the past week, up 21%. Huge winner this past week. So if anyone's holding Nvidia, congratulations on that. And if you bought closer to $250 per share, congratulations on timing the bottom. Okay, with that being said, we see that support right around $200 to $220 per share. So I think, in my personal opinion, that's a great place to set your buy targets between 200 and 225 to enter into Nvidia. This is a great long-term hold. You really don't want to sell this one in the short term. They have a stranglehold on the game. They also have 73 million volume, so it looks like the volume's starting to pick back up. The PE ratio is 68, so it's a little bit high, but it definitely could trade a little bit rich just because of the value and sheer growth strategies that Nvidia has and the growth that they have been showing as well. If we want to dive a little bit deeper, you can actually see that this one has been following a trend for a while. It recently broke that back here, but let's hop into a little bit more technicals. See a huge bullish signal coming from Nvidia on the 200 simple moving average. That little move right there, that candlestick, made a lot of people bullish to think that, in the short term, at least the next few weeks, that Nvidia is going to be on an upward cycle. So if you're looking at call options, which we're going to be doing a video either this week or next week on the best call options for the rest of March and April, make sure you subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss those videos. But Nvidia can be a good one to look into on the technical kind of thing, and if you are a shorter term trader. Okay, so let's talk about Tesla real quick. We see them at $900 per share. All right, they're up 16% in the past week, so they are bouncing back here. We've seen them as low as $760 per share. I think we can see them under $800 per share once again. I think under $800 per share is a great place to be buying for long-term holders. We see the 52-week low currently closer to $600 per share or $650 per share. So for short-term to medium-term traders, you want to be a little bit more patient, in my opinion, and under $700, between $600 and $700, I think is a better entry for shorter-term investors. I think it can definitely hit that mark again, and that's where I'm definitely going to be loading the boat. You can see right now I only have 1.3% portfolio diversity, buying under $1,000 for long term, but I really want to get that average cost down a lot more. So I'm probably going to be buying extremely heavy under my market value or my average cost. Amazon is the next stock that we're going to be talking about, and the interesting thing about Amazon is look at the volume, look at the volume, okay? So you can see that it's probably 90% lower than some of the other companies that are just as hype as Amazon, like Facebook. Every stock that we basically talked about in this video has like 40 million volume, and Amazon only has 4 million volume. Why do you think that is? Is because people are scared of the big price, the $3,000 per share. They don't like to trade Amazon for that reason. So in my opinion, it's going to absolutely skyrocket to new all-time highs once we see the split. So it has to split first, and then we're going to see a huge rally, in my opinion. We've seen a huge 2 years of consolidation. Amazon really has not done anything since 2020. It's actually gone down since 2020. So Amazon is in a 2-year downward cycle right now. And what do you typically see with Amazon in the 2-year cycles? It always puts on these 2-year cycles where it consolidates, and then it has a huge jump up. Right here we saw the huge jump up, and then right here we saw that huge jump up. So I think once we split, this is a great stock to be owning for long term. It's one of my favorite ones. You can see it's 4% of my portfolio diversity, and I'm going to be willing to double that portfolio diversity if we see Amazon go down much further. I do want to see them below 3,000. I want to see them closer to like 28, 27, 29. Those are the sweet spots in my opinion, but I don't mind buying a little bit more here and there right now just because I know in the future they're going to be a lot higher than they are today, and I'm buying Amazon mainly for 2, 3, 4, 5-year holds. Once it splits, it's going to be around $200 per share. Okay, $200, $300 per share, and people are going to feel like they can own and buy this one, trade it a lot more, and keep in mind it's going to be a lot more, it's going to be a lot easier to do like option calls, selling puts, buying puts, all those option strategies are going to be a lot easier to do with a lower share price. You're going to be able to buy 100 shares of Amazon a lot easier. And just all around, it is a good bullish thing for the stock overall. With right now, it's only a 49 PE ratio for one of the best stocks in the stock market. Best balance sheet, best income statement, best revenue, okay, growth, everything, okay, and the volume's very low. So when we have the volume low, that means people are sleeping on Amazon, and when people are sleeping on Amazon for 2 years straight, that's typically the time when you want to come in and buy shares before the split, not after the split, because once the split happens, I'm telling you, that's when everyone's going to want to start buying Amazon because it's going to be a lot more affordable, and you can fill your portfolio up with like 100, 200 shares if you want. So guys, don't forget to smash a thumbs up on the video if you like this content. If you need more help in the stock market, now is definitely the time to start buying stocks for long-term, developing your future and your wealth in the stock market. DM me on Instagram here at the Daily Stock Market, my only stock market Instagram. If you want to read some student success, go ahead and click on the highlights. Success number 4, success number 3. We've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students. We now have over 1,500 students in the close friends list that continue to watch on a daily basis and help you guys out. Remember, it's super beginner friendly, so I take on people of all experiences level, especially beginners, and help them out on common mistakes that are being looked over as a beginning investor, because I've made those mistakes in the past, so you guys don't have to. And I post exactly when I buy, what I buy, how much I'm buying, and everything in between, so you can see my buy alerts and signals, and you can set up notifications with so you're alerted every single time I buy or sell a stock. If you're more interested in cryptocurrency or in NFTs, or if you're in the stock market and you want to get more into cryptocurrency and NFTs, you're not really sure how NFT work, I have a training course step by step to teach you all about NFT and crypto trading. I also have a close friends list on my crypto page. This is my only crypto Instagram page, by the way, the Daily Cryptocurrency. And the close friends list is where I post all my buys, sells on cryptocurrency and NFTs. There's also free videos, of course, for all the people who want those free content. You can check those out. I posted one just the other day, a reel, and you're pretty much going to get one every single day. So go follow me there on the Daily Cryptocurrency if you haven't already. And if you would just type in the Daily Cryptocurrency into YouTube, like it says right here, full video on the Daily Cryptocurrency on YouTube, then what you're going to see is my YouTube popping up. So go to YouTube, type in the Daily Cryptocurrency, the Daily Stock Market, subscribe to both of them with post notifications on, share this video with a friend if you think they'll find it helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.